My Truth Bomb Friday is don't quit because times are getting hard. You don't have to quit. Saw a thing on social media the other day. Guy says, hey, I'm finally giving it up. After X number of years, he said, I'm just tired of the battle. And I can understand that. Honest to God, I can understand the mindset because it is the struggle that we go through. But I think before you decide to throw the towel in and say, man, I'm going to quit, this is too hard, let's look at what we can do to change this truth bomb from quitting. Have you given it an ample opportunity to succeed? Or have you been doing it the same way that everybody else is doing it? And when I say doing it, running your business the same way. Because what I see all the time, and it doesn't matter if I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, or Evansville, Indiana, Detroit, Michigan, it doesn't matter where I'm at. Salt Lake City, Utah, Dallas, Texas, it doesn't matter. You name your location, name your market. It doesn't matter where you're at. Sometimes we just don't give ourselves an opportunity to be successful. Mike just sent me a text in, and I agree 110%. He says he'd be willing to bet if everybody changed to utilizing a service agreement, it'd fix half the battles. It did for me. Absolutely, Mike. I agree 110%. 120%. I agree 100%. Let's just stick it at 100 because it doesn't get any better than 100%. Too many times we don't give our chance to be successful because we want to do it like everybody else is doing it. I'm not saying at some point for some of us, maybe throwing the towel in is the best option because you know what? I say it, and I say it with all due respect to each and every person and each and every business owner. Not everybody is cut out to be a business owner. Hey, if you try it and it don't work and you've tried everything that you think you've tried and it still didn't work and you're just tired of the battle, I can understand that. But if you really think that, hey, man, I am cut out to be a business owner, I just need better methodologies and I need a better plan. I need a better plan in place. Then give yourself that opportunity with a better plan in place. Because, we've all been through, if you've been in business any length of time, 10 years or longer, let's say, you've seen some cyclical things happen within the economy, the ups, the downs, the goods, the bad, the ugly. And the longer you've been in business, the more of that you've seen. But I think what we got to do is ask ourselves, have we really given ourselves a chance to succeed, to be successful? And what I mean by that is, we just got to look at what needs to go first. What are some things we need to put first? The first and most important thing we can all do is understand the purpose of our business. You've got to understand what the purpose of your business is. And the purpose of any business, regardless of what it is, and I'll debate this with anybody till I'm blue in the face. The purpose is to make a profit. That's the only reason you should be in business. And if you're not in business to make a profit, we all think we are. Hey, for 9 years, my first 9 years, I thought I understood the purpose. But what I really understood was I was trying to do it like everybody else. That's what was really going on. Let's see. We're going to decline this call. I don't know who it is. It's not saying spam, but hey, we don't know who it is. So, but the reality of it is we just got to put first things first. And the first thing we do is understand our cost. Do you know why you charge what you charge? Don't base it on what anybody else is doing, because that's what gets us all in trouble. And it seems like we talk about that a lot here on my show, Profit Time. But the reality of it is that's where most of us go wrong. You've got to know your cost. And, especially, I say especially this year, but this year is really no different than any other year. It's really not. What's making this year special, quote unquote, just in my opinion, is the fact that everybody, each and every business owner out there, regardless of what you're in, we're seeing significant increasing in price on everything just about. So we're all more aware of our cost per hour of operation than we have been in the past, maybe. You know, for companies that have always looked at it, okay, well, yeah, we're just looking at it at a bigger number now. But a lot of people, a lot of business owners, you know, we're very resistant to raise prices in general. You guys know it. I'm not telling you anything new, you know. And it's almost like we get apologetic to our customers when we got to raise a price. And that, you know, you don't have to do that. Don't get apologetic. You know, your customers know everything's gone up. Everything's gone up. Don't waste the time writing a 4-page letter to Miss Smith or ABC Company thinking of, God, what kind of letter can I put together that's going to help them understand why I got to charge more this year? Don't waste your time with that letter. You don't need that letter. Does the grocery store send you a letter? You know, does your place where you get your fuel have a letter of explanation on the fuel pump when you pull up saying, hey, I'm really sorry, but due to cost, our fuels went up again? No. But we as an industry, we think we got to come up with this magical letter to send customers. We stopped sending out magical letters to customers a lot of years ago because we found there was no difference between phone calls or cancellations on people that we sent a letter to versus people that we didn't send a letter to. But what we had to be willing to do was see what happens when we don't send that letter. Just send your customers a notification. It can be a letter saying, hey, we're going to start our service the week of March 15th or April 15th or whenever you start your service, whatever it is, whenever it is in your market. And this is going to be the current pricing for this year. Hey, we'll see you then. If you have any questions, call us. Because I think what you're going to find out is you're going to have most customers are good with it if you've got the right clientele. Now, if you're dealing with a whole bunch of people on fixed incomes or in a demographic of people that need your work and don't just want your work, then that's going to be a little more problematic for you, for sure. And to Mike's point, utilization of a service contract is key. We got to have a methodology to control the cash flow. But the reality is, know your cost. Calculate those costs, because what I've seen just in January and February and talking with different contractors across the country with our coaching and whatnot and our seminars and our webinars and just fielding emails from you guys here on Turfs Up as well, we want to be too apologetic about the knowing that we need to raise our pricing. If you feel better putting together a letter, then by all means put together a letter. You know, I always say there's a lot of things that, you know, are not black and white. That can go, yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with, do it. This is one of them. If you feel good putting a letter together to explain why you have to have a 15% price increase or 30% price increase or 5% or 100%, whatever it is you're doing, doesn't matter, the percentage. But what matters is that you know what the increase has got to be. Because what I'm hearing quite a bit of is guys are saying, man, I've raised my prices 15%, or I've raised my price 20%. Well, that's good if that's what it takes. But ask yourself this question. Do you know that 15 or 20, I was going to say 20 cents. Wouldn't that be easy? Do you know that 15 or 20% is the right number that you need to go up? Or are you just raising 15 or 20% off of a number that you were guessing at, last year in the year before and the year before. Because just because you're implementing a 15 or a 20% increase, it might sound good to you and thinking, okay, man, that's all they can take. It's, if I do any more, I'm going to lose all my customers.